Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of SRBTV. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we are tackling Season 2, Episode 6 of... Episode 6, right? Episode 6 of Dark.
She didn't read it? You said it.
Season 2, Episode 6 of Dark. Season 2, Episode 6 of Dark, An Endless Cycle.
Yes.
Previously, we got more information on Adam, aka
Yes.
Future Jonas.
Yeah, the future.
Yeah, so he's already been there before on the current Jonas we know side of the couch. He tells us that this is all part of a loop, but he's found out the key to ending this loop.
And that is to keep his father, which is Michael,
Yeah.
pretty much from killing himself. Because if he could stop him or prevent him from killing himself, then pretty much it's like he said this could all be fixed, or this could all just...
Yeah. So as far as we know right now, that sounds reasonable. But considering the little hints we've got in the last couple seasons about what the Traveler's true goals are,
yeah.
Is it just to end the loop, or is it to end the loop because it's the key to figuring out how to master the time travel, pretty much?
Yeah.
How to not have it to where you have to jump different years.
Because he said they're going to be living in a future where there is no God and there's no time. It's like they don't deal with time.
It feels like there's still more to his goals than what Adam led on to.
Yeah, and like I said, like I said in the last episode, with him sending himself back to pretty much just before, again, before his father killed himself, it's the type of thing where, again, he already knows it's not going to work. It feels like he already knows what he's going to end up doing and stuff like that, what's going to happen. So he's sending him down this path, either which way he knows where he's going to be ending up at.
So then we also got Old Man Ulrich going to his son Mikkel, pretty much. Them trying to get back to the time machine, but unfortunately...
Yeah, the cave, back to the cave.
Sorry, I said time machine. I'm so used to the cave to jump back to the present.
Yeah.
But then we're stopped by Egon and the police, pretty much. And then, Old Man Ulrich promising he's going to end Egon's life, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
That part is still a mystery.
Again, it's still a mystery because even in the newspaper they said they don't know they don't know pretty much the mystery behind his death or what happens to him.
Yeah.
But also, to me, it was very interesting, especially with Mikkel's reaction, because it wasn't, you saw him, but it wasn't like he was fighting for his dad.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It felt like he at this point, it feels like at this point he's given up, and he's decided to remain. He's decided to stay.
A's Claudia finding out the truth about the God particle, but then giving the fuel source from the time machine
to one of the people that work in the plant to try to figure out more about it, get more information about it.
Yeah. Future Jonas finds out that his mom ain't all sunshine and rainbows. And
it literally was just like, you're not my mom. When did you stop becoming my mom?
Oh my God, my favorite line is when Mrs. Ulrich shows up and goes, "Wow, so not only did you get hands on my husband, you also got your hands on my son."
Yeah.
And it's because now she believes in the time travel and...
Yeah.
And Team Oblivious is not Team Oblivious anymore as well.
Now they've traveled through time. So the question is now, what are they going to do with this? What's going to happen next?
With the information they learn, what are they going to do with it?
Well, yeah, what are they going to do with it, and what does this mean for the rest of the timeline? How is this going to affect it? Are they the ones going to be changing something that's not on Adam's plan or even Noah's plan? Maybe somehow they're the ones that get in the middle of it, possibly.
Yeah.
We don't know.
But as far as it looks like now for the next episode, we're going to probably take a pause on that, as we're going to see present-day Jonas
go back and try to stop.
Go back to a slightly earlier time in his present timeline.
Before his father hung himself and try to convince him not to do it.
So we're going to see before Season 1 now.
So the question is pretty much, for the reason for him hanging himself, is it because of the present-day Jonas or another reason? Maybe we finally get a reason specifically why he does it. Not just because he actually that's the same day he disappears, but maybe there's more to it. Maybe maybe there's reason. Maybe because again, feels like the future Jonas knows already what's going to happen. Knows that he's not going to stop it. This is not going to solve anything. So that's the question there. So let's just dive right into this. Again, for Dark Season 2, Episode 6, An Endless Cycle. So, let's see what goes on with this endless cycle. So here we go.
In der Vergangenheit, in der Zukunft.
It's like what the old guy said, the bootstrap.
Yeah.
There's no real beginning for that separate item or something like that. Where did this all truly begin?
Welcome to. Oh, yeah, I love this. Rewinding.
Yeah, rewinding all the way through Season 1.
Before Hyena Baguette. It's weird now we're going to look back at Michael.
Just before
he committed suicide.
Are we going to see Michael?
So, if everything has already happened and we're still kind of stuck in this loop, does Michael already know, does Adam already know he's encountered Michael already?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I said, I think he's setting him knowing that it's not going to happen, not going to work, but something else is going to happen instead. That still continues this, pretty much leading into what, again, like he stated, he wanted, what was it? He was trying to, I keep forgetting, he's trying to let the cycle continue. It's not like, I don't know if he was trying to stop the cycle or let the cycle continue, I forgot.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to remember, I was asking you. I don't know if
he wants to break the cycle.
Yeah, I think
Adam said he wants to break the loop, pretty much, because he's already been in this conversation before when he was having with Jonas last episode. That's his goal, and he believes the key is stopping Michael from committing suicide.
That's what we think so far.
Yeah,
but I feel like he knows more.
There's more to it than that. It feels like there's more to the Traveler's goals than just that.
Yeah, that's what I said. It feels like he's leading himself on.
Yeah.
Literally, he's leading himself on.
Oh, god damn it. This is weird. Last time we saw you, you were hanging out.
No.
Yeah, your parents are having their wedding anniversary.
You sure you don't want to go?
Yeah.
So
Want to say hi to yourself? Oh my god, this is going to be a fun episode. They haven't stopped searching.
They're still investigating.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
What if that special investigator, pretty much everything he's driving
That's the main reason he's there.
That's why he volunteered. Maybe he was the original detective working on that case. That's why he's so interesting on the whole Tiedemann thing.
God damn, man. Cover it up.
Now he's got to try to find a way to stay hidden. This is probably when he learns how to stay hidden, you know?
Oh god. Knowing now, it's like... Not Magnus. It's just weird. Before the secrets, before it was
pretty much before everything happened in the first season, it's like
everybody was kind of happy.
Everybody was in
except for Mr. Tiedemann, who was pissed that they were still investigating the murder.
You're on a mission.
Your older self.
Do you realize you do have a little bit longer hair, right?
And it's a slightly different color. I see what it is. She gets that suspicion like she's seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
That sneaking suspicion.
She just had deja vu or something. Remember when she used to see him like that when he was a boy?
Yeah, that's where she got deja vu. Okay, I was wondering, I'm like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the night how Waller lost his eye.
Oh, that is true.
Maybe this is the night. Oh. We'll
Remember,
finally get them.
remember in the first season it was so fresh.
Yeah.
Danke. Hannah. Komm jetzt ab für dich ein bisschen.
Before I found out you were a it's like before she found out she was a traitorous bitch. That slept over both her husband and son.
That's the way they keep looking at each other. It's been going on for a while. It wasn't just because of that one.
Okay, let's see if Jonas. Okay, here we go. This part we've been waiting for. Because Adam believed this is what breaks the loop, but as far as I can see, things are still going according to plan, timeline wise.
That's why I said I find whatever happens here is the reason why he moves.
Yeah.
Ultimate fist bump. Right there.
Oh!
Ultimate fist bump.
Oh my god, that is a hilarious reveal. Ultimate fist bump, bro.
Right there. Right there.
Oh god damn it! Look at that face. God damn. Most random. That was a cool reveal, but that reveal. Ultimate fist.
That's
bump.
why they showed that scene in the beginning like that. Ultimate fist bump. Unless he's the one who gave him the idea to do it. I don't think he originally had.
I know. That's why I'm thinking. Shh.
Oh, he doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, this is why I said things are happening like they originally are.
So that was him, yeah, from the future. Oh shit!
So that's what happened. It was himself. So he's the one who took him to the 80s. Because that never made sense.
He disappeared. All of a sudden, the kid ended up.
We all automatically thought it was the guys working for Noah.
It was himself. It's not me at all, but make it sure it happened. Now he's realizing what Adam sent him back.
I knew it! Something was off about this. This is where Adam gives the belief that
Oh! And this is where he meets Claudia for the first time. The old Claudia.
oh shit, I just missed that.
She just walked in. Remember, this is when she recruits
This
him.
is where Jonas gets the belief. That's why future Jonas has always been on vendetta to fix everything. Because Adam tricked them. So wait, she's already seen what it's like without Jonas and
So that means we're going to get that possible episode later in the future. Probably when she was younger.
yeah.
Trying to think, okay, maybe if I stop him from being born or something like that, or prevent it. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to see what it would be like without him.
This is just bonkers. And according to future Claudia, and apparently even if Jonas never existed,
That's why she
it
said.
still wouldn't be.
Well, that's why she said pretty much. I've already done that, which means we're probably gonna get either the next season, or maybe by the season finale.
No, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a main premise of the third season. Is like when Claudia stopped Jonas from existing.
But younger Claudia though.
Yeah.
Because maybe next season we see what she went through to get to this point.
Auf welchen Weg du ihn wirklich schickst. Nicht mehr lange. Da beginnt der letzte Zyklus.
Who the fuck are they?
Magnus. We all have to make a sacrifice, Magnus. Mind you, they're in the
What?
20s.
So that means the woman is Charlotte's
chica.
daughter, right?
That would have to be.
That would have to be it.
That would have to be. Shit. So that's what's. That's that. Damn. So that's what. That's.
Yeah, what is it like? Every episode has.
So
at
that's who
least
those
one
two
reveal.
were. So that means at some point, I think Team Oblivious does catch up with Jonas at some point. It feels like it.
And that's why future Elizabeth hates it, because it took her sister away from her.
Yeah, she became part of this other group, the Traveler and stuff like that, and she didn't like the path that she was taking.
Because if that's Magnus, that other one has to be Charlotte's oldest daughter.
Yeah, pretty much her.
But like from what we got here, it's pretty much what we expected from the beginning. Adam was, of course, lying to him because he wants to get to the third cycle. So
The final cycle.
So he had President Jonas go and do all these things, and like it hurt. It destroyed him even more. And now Claudia is not going to help with that. I hate to bring this up because that has nothing to do with the show, but didn't we just get through this on an episode of Young Justice Outsiders?
Yeah.
Where we find out both sides are playing them for their own personal gains.
Mm-hmm.
So in this way, Adam wants to start the third cycle. Claudia wants to use Jonas instead of starting...
He wants the final cycle, remember. He keeps saying the last cycle.
Sorry, the third cycle, whatever it's called. And, Claudia wants to use him to stop the third cycle, while Adam wants him to use him to start the third cycle.
That's what I'm trying to figure out pretty much still. If it feels like we're back at, keep teasing us back and forth with, no, they're the good guys, no, they're the good guys, no, they're the good guys, because you like really don't know whose side we should be taking.
And you know what's the funny part? Now that I think about it, Hannah never interacted with Mikkel in the present. This is the first time we see that.
Yeah, that's why we were seeing it. That's why she was just like, oh, I'm sorry, deja vu. As if she's seen him before.
Yeah, so like the past stuff, we get more of a sense of. Like Magnus interacting with Charlotte's older daughter. Mm-hmm. We get why like Martha has this weird infatuation with Jonas now. And we see, in a way, both families were fine. In a way, in some weird way.
It was like what you said earlier in the episode, which is like this was like showing before everything that went down. It's like everybody was in a good place. Everybody was in a happy place at some point, pretty much. And the night this happened, that's when everything pretty much again, just like pretty much even the last, when we were watching the first season, like everybody's secrets were coming out. Everyone's deep dark secrets.
Yeah, of course, post Michael committing suicide.
Yeah, post Michael committing suicide and Mikkel, pretty much one of the same people. The night he disappeared, which was very interesting, showing how it was Jonas this whole time that pretty much was in disguise, and pretty much grabbed his hand and took him back to the caves. Even though we didn't remember, like you said, it's like, oh, okay, we thought, okay, then Noah's people took him. Remember, that's like you said, you thought it's like
it didn't turn out it was just Jonas.
Future Jonas. Well, pretty much at that moment, it was more of like the present day Jonas that we know of, his beginnings of pretty much one of his first missions, which is gotta keep this going.
Yeah.
This was the beginning, like you said. This was like Jonas's origins of what we see from future Jonas, not future, but more future Jonas. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and we kind of get hints at probably maybe what the season 3 is going to be about, with this whole like Claudia saying she's tried I tried a world without Jonas and it didn't work. It's not what you think.
So like I said, it feels like we're with her saying that either we get that probably by the season finale or maybe we get that pretty much like you said in the final season. Where it's like we see her. It's like we see like the origins of certain people in this season.
Fuck! I just thought about this now. What if future Magnus and future Charlotte's older daughter? What if they're the parents of the woman who helped Jonas in the future go to the past of the giant God particle?
Maybe we really don't know who she is.
And that would mean that's Elizabeth's niece.
There's a big timeline.
Sorry, it's just a random theory I just thought of, pretty much. Like, as far as she knows, her parents died when, the apocalypse started. When in actuality, they are where they are now. It's all
wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey type of stuff. Well, who knows what's going on? Because we never really got a name for that future girl that really helps Jonas pretty much. So
I think that's going to come up. That's my prediction. I think that's going to be touched upon.
Yeah, because she is much younger, pretty much. This girl that we see in the distant future, pretty much, she is, about their age in the present time. So that means she's somebody else's daughter that we possibly know of, and that's like Elizabeth watches out for her or has her as her number 2.
Yeah, I think in the long run, this episode proved that like the secrets in the show in the long run should just remain secret.
Either that or pretty much not even stay secret, but it should have been unveiled earlier than even before all this went down.
Yeah, and it's obvious with the Nielsen's relationship,
Yeah.
with Hannah and her family's relationship,
And the possible. Go ahead. Sorry.
And even with what Jonas just discovered by preventing his father from committing suicide.
And of course, what I had brought up before with the Tielemans, pretty much with the main guy, pretty much looking into that they were still investigating whatever he was involved in. So I have a fun. That's why I said that's why I brought up that interesting theory. Going, why do I have a funny feeling that special investigator in the present day, which is the first time we haven't gotten him in this episode, is pretty much. Remember, he said he volunteered onto these units, and I think he had some type of lead, pretty much that led him to this town. So he was like, you know what? Some things are getting really weird in this town. I'll investigate that. But at the same time, I'll investigate what's going on with this. Maybe I can find that.
Yeah,
person.
he definitely has some kind of connection to what happened 33 years. Wait, it said 33 years ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
It said 33 years ago in 2019. It said 33. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. There's a lot of time travel stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
I keep myself refreshed on stuff.
That's what I'm saying though. Pretty much, maybe maybe that's why they tease that a little bit when he's looking at the thing. He calls up Waller, stuff like that, to look into it. Maybe somehow Waller slips up or something like that, and that's how maybe this special investigator somehow maybe finds out. Okay, somebody's looking into this,
and that's how he loses his right eye.
Maybe because remember they said it was he said it was a funny story that he really didn't want. He felt embarrassed for people saying, and so. But anyways, maybe that's how the special investigator gets involved, and not only trying to find out what's happening to these kids, but you see how his interest is with the Tielemans as well. Going, why did you take the wife's last name instead of having the wife? That type of. It's like he's showing it more interest. He's trying to look deeper into it, and maybe that's why, because there's more to this investigator than we're leading on to.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of answers that were questioned. Again, as always. A lot of questions that were answered, but there's a lot more questions.
No, I can't agree with that line. This one was more like we got a question answered, and we got some better understanding of some things.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I don't think all the questions were answered.
No, I'm not saying.
Why not? Wait, no.
That's what I'm trying to say. I wasn't saying pretty much all questions. I'm just saying maybe one or two questions here were answered. That's what I was saying.
Sorry, I was trying to correct myself in saying. Was just one question got answered, and some stuff kind of got more understandable.
Again, back to what I was trying to say. I'm not saying only one question was answered. There was maybe a couple of questions that were answered here and there. I'm not saying one main question. There's one overall question in the episode, but I'm talking about other smaller questions within it. That's what I'm stating, which is true.
I know that.
Well, quit saying one question then.
Well, technically one question was answered.
But there's
truly answered. But I agree with you, there are other ones that still were kind of answered.
Yes, thank you.
Kind of. So, other tan that, if you need a channel...
You spit slappy, don't you?
Other than that, if you need a channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Netflix original series, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this episode overall. Again, do you pretty much, the way everything was going down, everything that happened, did you agree with the way it went down pretty much? Thoughts and theories on, of course, like we brought up with Magnus and the girl he's with pretty much, the future version of them, at what point did they end up at this turn of the page with Adam? What goes down pretty much, what happened. Were you expecting, what happened, that Jonas was the one that took Mikhail back to the cave? Were you just that shocked or anything like that? Or you kind of theorized that that's how it kind of went down since we really didn't see and we just assumed that it was Noah's people? Would you have wished that Michael himself just kept himself alive and see what would have happened or would have changed? There's so many questions here that we have for this episode that we're just like, you want to know more of or more about. Maybe later on, maybe before the end of the season that we want. But what was your outcome of this episode? Pretty much, how'd you leave this episode? Pretty much, did it leave you wanting more as always, or it's still, you have theories of what's going down, what's happening. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Again, no spoilers if you're pretty much already finished the series, but this more of, once you finish the episode, what was your overall opinion on this episode? Again, this let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall, but most importantly, thank you for watching.
And of course, on the next episode, SRB TV, Dealing with Dark, we will be tackling season 2, or 2 episodes.
2 more episodes to go.
We have 1 episode until the season finale. So next up is season 2, episode 7, The White Devil. So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very ultimate fist bump filled episode of SRB TV.
See you
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
As well as our other shows.
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can check us out on Twitter
as well as Stardust.
at Super React Bros.